Frances was I had Frances after for almost 4 years. We spent a good partnership with JTCC, the regional center that we had at the USTA, and I started working with him from 15 to kind of 19. We were forced to stop for external reason or the decision that it wasn't me who made the decision or him. At 19, when after he won the Ray Beach. Francis is a very explosive player. He has a very live arm and very explosive. So this, even if I have to go through kind of some details that I thought they were important. So for example, on the forehand, for me, Francis could be helped by having a better rotation and using the non-dominant hand to take it back instead like releasing too early and kind of let the arm do this. Just take it back a little bit like that. And then even if you had a little cobra, it will be fine because he's very explosive.
Time is your most valuable resource, and when you're trying to get better at a skill, you're trying to improve as quickly as possible. Yes, you could go on the internet and find videos from random coaches, and you probably could learn a lot. It's just gonna take you forever, and that's why I like CoachLife, because we have all the best coaches in the world, including coaches who have skills in my blind spots like footwork or strength and conditioning, and I can go on that one platform and learn from other great coaches. I've gotten so many great drills from friends like Michael Joyce on the platform that I had never heard of. So it's a great way to get all the information in one place, and again, saving your time. The goal is to improve as quickly as possible. So whether you're a player, parent, or coach, and you're trying to get better at everything, whether that's strength and conditioning, footwork, technique, strategy, we have it all in one place at CoachLife. So visit those videos if you're looking to improve your game as quickly as possible.
So I think we did that as well. Try to understand kind of the capping balls with the rolling. He always had this, but we went through this as well. Understand how to cap the ball at certain moments of the point of the match. The backhand side, he has this bunting, great backhand. He was feeling it. He confidence on the backhand was always high, but it was a bunting kind of motion, and we always try to help him on having that loop there with the backhand to kind of have that rotation, because again like we talked with about Riley, when you have that backhand that you kind of use the other guy's pace and you kind of bond in very short, it works on the junior but it doesn't work on the pro. Why? Because the pros, they kind of moving you around and they have more power, and you now in juniors you may be playing kind of on top of the baseline or just behind the baseline, and then when you go to a pro tour, you playing many points, many matches, 6-7 feet behind the baseline. So if you don't have that loop, if you don't have that nice follow through to get that rotation and depth to push your opponents and be able to release it and create more pace with safety pace, I would say, that backhand, it doesn't go through. And you see even today, top 10 player, he still sometimes need to kind of a reminder of going through that. So that's something that we did it. The serve was a big area of focus all the time. He always had kind of, I wouldn't say struggle, because with the live arm, he always compensated that. But he always had this thing about the take back. The take back was always a problem for him to get into a trophy position and having a smooth and consistent take back. Here, getting to the trophy position and the loading. Rotation was always a kind of a thing. A good story with him is so to hit a open stand forehand, he was like kind of leaning this way, and I was like, Francis, get low, outside leg, get low, and so he couldn't do it young, and then we start like realizing that the hips, they were like so tight that he couldn't bend like a normal situation like that. He had to like move the trunk. So with kind of alongside this, the serve and the coil with the hip, it was not easy for him to kind of do it. He was always compensating with the arm, but this, as we know, more you do with this, more stress you take to the shoulder and the elbow. So more efficient you can be with the coil and like I call screw and screw. So getting that power from the ground and the kinetic shen. So better you can do it that way. now your body is gonna match better. So we have always to be working on this take back, but he did well. I have a few videos, and he right now are really he become a really good server. Mobility wise, he was always great. Again, like I said, with the hip and how much he could open on the open stand backhand and the open stand forehand, it was always something to work on, because the hip, and we have to be that, we need to create that, talking about a holistic approach and kind of the having the support from the other part of the team.
CoachLife is the most incredible tennis platform I've seen to date. My students often go on Instagram and they see all these things on Instagram and stuff like that, but the problem I've got is it's not from the world's most proven developmental coaches. CoachLife consists of the world's most proven developmental coaches. You've got Frances Tiafoe's junior coach, Misha Kuznetsov. You've got Jack Draper's junior coaches. You've got people like Michael Joyce that are phenomenal former players. They've developed, some of the world's best players. CoachLife would have made me a better player had it existed back when I was a junior player.
Fitness and the physios, we have to work hard on that, and he did a good job understanding that. And then when he went through really into the pro tour, he always had the physio with him, a trainer, and he did very well on that. So that's why you see that he's moving great, and he is where he is right now. Mentally, he was always very, very confident, understanding the game pretty good. They were always joking. Francis, Tommy, Alex Rybakov, they were always joking because he was feeling the game pretty well. So when somebody was doing something silly on the court or not good, he was always making fun of those guys. But great kid as well. So the relation between each other was always great, and the synergy. And that, I think he was one of the best in terms of bringing that energy and that synergy, because he was good already. So it was good, and it was really nice to be around. So that kind of person is, you need somebody that is better than the person, because at 14, 15, Francis was better than them. So that was helping the other kids to kind of catch up. You need to catch up to somebody. And Francis was kind of the person to catch up at that time. And then that brings the other guys to here. And even when the year 2015, Francis was already making final in future and challenger, doing things on challenger, when the other guys, they were playing in the beginning of the year, they were playing still juniors, until they start like catching up and start making results, and kind of after that they kind of moved together. That was very interesting. And then on the other part, he was living also in, the family was in Washington, so we had to kind of set up the periodization plan, where we talk periodization plan and everything, the way that he had that moment. I had this situation with Dennis Kula as well, that they were living in Washington, and there was, the residence was in Florida, but they were visiting the family in Washington. So I had to set up the periodization plan the way that every time that they go into Washington, they either do the fitness or just rest. So that was the challenge for me. Kind of, okay, how we do it the way that it fits. When you visit the family, you don't have to do anything, because it was always a hassle to kind of. So okay, we work hard, we play those tournaments, then the resting time is at home, then you come back and we make the load again. It was very, very interesting, and great experience as well.